Hello, bro. Hey, guys, welcome back to Grows Not Shows, episode 63, 64, 63, I think it might be. Who knows? It's in the title. There's me as
It's
K-Dog.
impressive that you remember.
I think, I remember listening to you and Matty's one. Yeah, guys, I did actually listen to it. It's the first time I've listened
That's
to
cute. I think we
our
spoke
own
about you
pod.
quite a lot.
A little bit. You did a little bit. 63 is this one. Let's go. I was close. But yeah, I actually gave it a listen because I was like, I'm not in this one. I'll give it a listen. It was good shit. I enjoyed it. I see why people like it. But yeah, it's me as Camille. Matt's going to be joining us later. He's got someone who came
Getting
round
a
to his
haircut.
house. They came round to his house to give him a trim. Bougie fucker. Bougie fucker.
Bro, he's so busy, he can't even leave the house. Probably doing check-ins and form feedback while getting a haircut.
It's like when you look at a busy online coach's story and they're just doing check-ins in the most obscure fucking places. Like, fucking Finn was doing like check-ins on the plane. Like, bruv, what? How are you doing check-ins on the plane? There's no way.
Yeah.
There has to be a text check-in.
How have you been, big man?
Good, brother. Good. Yeah, doing all right. We're like week 11 or 12 or something of... Oh, no, shit, what? It's been... How long has it been? It's like been like 12 weeks post-show. So it's like week 8-ish of like off-season. And things are good. I've had like one or two little kind of injury flares. We kind of came out of prep storming, hit a bit of things slowed down a little bit as like off season started, and now they're kind of at a more moderate pace, like you kind of expect. But we've got a bit more manual therapy in there, and that seems to be doing the job. So yeah, I can't complain. I've officially started the house hunt. We're doing it. I've just decided to just fucking pull my finger out. I'm gonna buy somewhere around in Manchester. Who knows where? I don't know. But we're just gonna fucking just go for it. And then, yeah,
It's a big move.
yeah, man. I'd like to be close to EP, but with all of the love in the world for everyone who lives in Stockport, I don't want to live in Stockport. I want to live in Central, but I want to be hella close to EP if I can, because I do like FLF. But there's just something about EP that I do really like. I don't know. I go back and forth. And I still haven't done Flex and Tone.
Is there any
So
famous bodybuilders that train at FLF?
yes, bro. What? Yeah, Joe Gann.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah,
what the fuck? I didn't know that.
yeah. And
Oh, fair.
this might be too much of an old head reference. Do you know Oscar Young?
Yes. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Open guy.
yeah.
He gets coached by
But
Christian.
no, not him. No,
No?
nah. Oscar Young's one of the he's one of the JP guys from back in the day. Um,
Uh,
he
Different Oscar then.
hold on. Yeah, bro. Let me pull up Oscar Young. Holy shit, my Wi-Fi is crying. This guy, he PTs out of here we go. Yeah, he PTs out of FLF,
Oh,
and
damn.
he coaches Chloe Pickford, so she's often over there as well. But yeah, this is
Oh,
all FLF.
that's a coach. Fair.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, he's a coach
Makes
and
sense.
he's a IFBB pro.
Nice.
He's
Good man.
incredibly knowledgeable. He's a smart cookie, that guy. Fucking, and obviously Jim Morrissey also trains out of FLF. I
Oh,
know
yeah,
there's
no, I've seen him. He's competing recently.
yeah. There's some big boys who train out of Flex and Tone, but I still haven't been to Flex and Tone. I know I should. It's literally like 5 minutes from my house as well, like right from where I am right now. But yeah, anyway, EP Jungle, if you're listening, if you guys could just come slightly more central, and then I could be close to all three of you, that'd be fucking wicked. Because at some point I'm going to get bored and change gym, and if I move near EP, then I'm far from the other two. But But yeah, there's I
Yeah,
don't
it
know,
would be
man.
so
There's
cool.
something. Maybe it's the red. Maybe that's what it is. I just like the color red. But there's something about EP. It's just, it's good. It's good. Anyway, how you been, mate?
I've been alright. I've been alright. We're getting into the crunch time of prep. Um, it's what I explained to Jules. It's like if I had to just be a bodybuilder and do nothing else, it would be a walk in the park. Like objectively, if you
Oh
look
yeah.
at my prep simply as a process without any of like my life in it, it's been pretty piss. Cardio's been low, food's been high. Like the only real difficult times I've had is when something externally has happened that has fucked off my routine. What we've done now with like moving cardio faster to rest days has been a absolute game changer. Like not having to do cardio after training. It's just like it's absolute bliss. I can actually like it almost allows me to enjoy the session more, which is rare in prep because I'm not dreading that sensation of like fuck, I've got to do 20 minutes stairs after this. So to be honest, it allows me to give a bit more oomph in my session,
Yeah.
which has been really, really nice. My overall schedule has improved drastically. And again, objectively, my life has got so much better in the past 3 months since being in prep. But one thing I did realize is prep forces that. Like going into a bodybuilding prep will reveal the cracks in your life very, very quickly.
Oh yeah.
So it's good as a diagnostic tool because it allows you to see like, oh, maybe this could be better or this needs to be improved or whatever it is that, your life needs working on. So it has made me get my shit together in a sense because I've had to, which
Yep.
is nice objectively, but subjectively, I feel fucking shite. Um, but as Uncle would say, prep is an accuracy contest. So it doesn't matter how you feel; it just
God,
matters how
that's a
accurate you are.
bar. That's a bar, bro. Who thought of that?
That is my sleep paralysis demon. Is you standing over my bed at 9:01, being like, "Prep is an accuracy contest. Why are you not asleep?" Like,
Yeah. As soon as Camille started getting up at 6 and then putting things in the chat at like 9:30, I was like, go to bed. Immediately, just like not replying to whatever it was, or just being like, yeah, this is sick. Anyway, go to bed. Get the fuck to sleep. To be fair, that is like
yeah,
most. That is most of my job, man. That's a hard one with sleep. Like getting up is easy, especially when you got shit to do and you got to be up. It's hella easy when you got to be up. You have to, so you do it. But going to bed on time, oh, that's a tough one. People don't want to do it. I don't blame them. Especially if like you've got to be up because you've got an early morning. If you've got an early morning, you're not going to be willing to jump into that and jump into bed earlier. And also, if you have an early morning, if you have a busy morning, sorry, you probably struggle for downtime. If you struggle for downtime, you're going to want to stay up. But that's the key to sleep. It's getting to bed on time. No one wants to do it. They don't want to do it. It's not pretty.
yeah. The thing is, like, no matter how early or late I go to sleep, I still wake up before my alarm now. So
Yeah.
it literally, if I go to bed later and I try to sleep in, I literally can't. Like, I physically cannot sleep in. My body will wake me up regardless. So if I
Yep.
don't go to bed on time, I'm fucked. But equally,
Yeah.
like I kind of mentioned this morning when we spoke, it's like I cannot fall asleep. Like I literally, my brain's just too active at that point. So we've implemented some supplements. We've got some turbo sleep, and I've got an eye mask coming. I do have an eye mask, but it's just uncomfortable. The one you sent me is like you can't actually feel it on your eyes, whereas the one I have now is like just one those normal ones, and it just feels uncomfortable to wear. So I've ordered a new one. We've ordered some turbo sleep, and we'll see how that lands.
Yeah.
But
I would. I'd say to anyone listening, go and get an eye mask for yourself when you're sleeping, because whether you like it or not, the light hitting your eyelids is gonna fuck with your sleep. Like when I started using an eye mask, I noticed such a difference in sleep, and it doesn't like I would go to bed on time, get plenty of quantity, but the quality just wasn't quite there. Just wake up feeling a little bit in there. But even when I throw on the eye mask, like fantastic. And even if your fucking hands take it off halfway through in the middle of the night, still the time that you had it on, you're getting greater sleep quality. They're so cheap. And the issue most people have is just pressure on their eyes. So the one that I sent to you is the one that I use, which is like there's no pressure on your eyes. It doesn't keep them shut. It's just like a little kind of thing that like sits on your face. And like if I'm gonna nap in the day, like when this room's like decently bright, I could literally I could leave the fucking blinds open, just chuck that on my face and sleep. It's great. Highly recommend. The more that you can, the better you can get your sleep, the better you can put yourself in a position to recover. Like sleep is so fucking important.
Yeah, and it was something that I was explaining to a lot of my clients recently. They're always like asking me like, what's the next thing that we can optimize and trying to min-max everything. Like, look, I'm all for trying to find the most optimal approach or the extra 1%ers, but don't forget that 99% of the work is done from like the three main pillars, which is training, nutrition, and sleep.
Yep.
Arguably fourth is hydration, but I think the original three are much more important. It's like, big man, within the first 5 years of you training, if you nail training, sleep, and nutrition, you'll grow regardless. Like, those are the fundamentals of bodybuilding. And I think once a physique gets to a point where it warrants going into the 1%ers, fair enough, then we can have that conversation. But your question shouldn't be, oh, do I need to be doing a frontal plane or a sagittal plane pull down? Your question should be, am I consistently going to bed on time? Am I consistently hitting my meal timing so I don't have bad digestion? Am I reporting any symptoms from poor digestion? You know,
Yep.
these kind of things. Like, the fundamentals are so underspoken about. Like, I think people know about how important they are, but knowing about it and actually putting it into practice, like you said, are two separate things. And so making sure that, yes, we know sleep is important, but do your actions reflect that? Like you
Yeah.
said, going to bed on time, making sure you're getting good quality sleep and tracking your sleep if you need to track your sleep. And, you know, assessing how you feel in the morning when you first wake up, really good instance of indicating sleep quality. When it comes to nutrition, like, are you getting any digestive symptoms, you know, stool quality, urination quality, etc., etc. These things are so much more important in the grand scheme of things, in my opinion.
Mm. Yeah, agreed, man. Agreed. I think a lot of people asking the question of like, oh, should I be doing like a frontal plane pull down, or people trying to hyper optimize? It's like they're worried that they're missing something, and I think often what they're missing is just intention of like what they're doing. Like, make it so that your food is super yummy and super healthy. Do not be fucking scrimping on the veg, man. I see that so much. It's so painful. Right, if you're
Respect.
if you're listening to this and you're a natural bodybuilder in the ages of like 17 to 25, I know you're not having fucking veg with your meals. I see your stories. You're all the same. You're all the same. You're all the same mandem, right? And it fucking drives me nuts. You all go in stiff leg, and your fucking your thoracic spine is to the fucking moon, and then you go and you eat your cereal and your whey, and then you go and you eat your fucking chicken and rice, and then beef and potato, and there's no veg. The only time you guys are ingesting fiber is you'll get like shit frozen berries that you'll fucking slam into your cream of rice, and you've made your cream of rice like a brick, or maybe a banana.
and
Oh
then and
my
they'll
god.
post and then they'll do a post parading about their natty status, thinking they're all high and mighty.
Yeah, beige meals, man. Beige meals. And it annoys me because you guys who do that, your coaches are like, most natural athletes are coached by like the same people. If you're coached by Finn or AJ, look at their meals. Please take inspiration from their meals. Please. I guarantee on your meal plan it does not just say beef and fucking rice. I guarantee it says like pineapple and veg. And it's these guys who are like, oh, I'll do anything, bro. Food is fuel. I don't care. Okay, if food is fuel, eat the veg. Like, if food is fuel, why are you dodging the veg? Because you got the
I
palate
think
of a 4-year-old.
I think a lot of natural bodybuilders don't also get their blood work done regularly, at least like the ones
Yeah.
that maybe haven't competed yet and don't understand the importance of it. So in that case, when it comes to like nutrition and supplementations, you're kind of taking shots in the dark. The best way to assess like if you have a vitamin or mineral deficiency is to just get the evidence, put it in front of you. It's like, oh, we know you have a vitamin D deficiency, or we know, you know, your omegas are out of whack, for example, whatever it
Yeah.
is. But a lot of natural bodybuilders, I think they assume because they're not enhanced, they don't need to do blood work, but you're still a bodybuilder. The same principles apply to you. Maybe you don't need to do it as frequently, But if your plans are to be competitive, surely you would just get the evidence in front of you long before you step on stage anyway to optimize your health so you build muscle. You have less tools in the toolbox as a natural athlete, so why wouldn't you use the ones that you can? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. People have this idea of like, oh, I'm young, it'll be fine. And it's like, nah, like, or oh, there's people out there living worse. And it's like, yeah, just because you're not slamming pints every weekend doesn't mean that you're not going to have some blood work issues. Like, you're not entitled to perfect health just because you intend to live better than someone who's, like, absolutely dog shit at looking after themselves. And I think, as well, if you're a bodybuilder and your metric of health success is, oh, I'm better than fucking Gary down the pub, it's like, man, what a shit metric. Like, again, also, if you're a bodybuilder and you're getting coached, there will be veg in your plan. You are not listening to your coach. And the thing is, if you told your coach that you're not having veg, they'd probably have a go at you. But it's, you know, people getting coached by very busy coaches, those busy coaches don't have time to look at your story. And so when you post your beige ass meal, like, they're not going to see it. And it annoys me because they'll be like, meal 2, accuracy is a choice, or, you know, shit like that. Being on plan is a choice. Brother, you're not on plan. That's not your meal. It's not your meal. You're vegless. You're vegless, cuzzy. And it jars me. Anyway, I think people lack intention with their execution.
No veg.
Right? They're not putting their veg on. They're not caring for their meals. They're just like eating like, oh yeah, man, just slap it together, it'll be fine. And then they're sat there like, oh, why doesn't it digest well after slogging it down? They're fucking falling behind on their steps and then going for like a 2-hour walk, and then their sleep's fucked because it's like way too late. Or people just like,
What?
you know, I'll go to bed. I'll go to bed at like 8, and then they go to bed and then they just scroll their phone for 3 hours. Or people trying to give themselves a good session, so then they just like start abusing caffeine.
What?
Or just taking way too fucking long in the gym.
Who does that?
Oh man.
Well, okay. What would you quantify as abusing caffeine? Because it is going to be subjective to the individuals. But how would you? What would? Because you said to Will, didn't you, the other day?
Yeah.
You were like, you're having too much caffeine.
Yeah, 100%.
He was angry about that.
Good. You can be angry. You still got to sort it, G. I'm not like you be pissed off, man. That's fine. But yeah, we still got to sort that. I like to keep caffeine dosing like 3 milligrams to 6 milligrams per kilogram, roughly. Like a kind of
minor.
Yeah. So, like, the thing is, like, there is a
performance. I got room.
Yeah, like that. Mate, that's the thing. There's a performance benefit to caffeine, so it's like we from like an objective standpoint, we do want some kind of caffeine in there, probably pre-gym, right? If we can get away with it, as long as it's not affecting sleep, it's not affecting appetite, you're probably going to have a better session with caffeine. Pre-workout is a beneficial product, right? To some degree, it's a performance enhancer. To some degree, if I asked everyone listening to do a max effort deadlift or grow as much muscle as they can, and I'll pay you based on the result, right? What are you going to do? You're going to go buy fucking pre. You're going to go make sure your meals are in check. You can go sleep. You can go, what, right? The point is, I'm mincing my words a bit, but the point is, pre-workout and caffeine is beneficial. But there comes a point of like real diminishing returns. As soon as you're at like 6 milligrams per kilogram or above, again, varied based on body weight, because if you're like morbidly obese, your heart is probably already enlarged. Maybe don't have 6 milligrams per kilogram if you're like 150 kilos, right? Or if you're like 200 kilos or something, then we're approaching like a gram of caffeine and you're obese. But anyway, with a bit of adjustment there, beyond that, I'd say is like excessive, because the performance benefits of caffeine only amount to so much. You get diminishing returns. The only other caveat I'd say is, so I don't really like people getting up too far above like 700 milligrams as like a hard roof. Minimum, I don't care. If I have clients who don't want to use caffeine, I don't care. That's fine. It's not that big of a deal, in my opinion. But if the amount of caffeine that you're having is pushing your blood pressure too high, then it's too high. Even if, like, yeah, we could use blood pressure regulation methods, but, like, even then, if
You wouldn't want to use it for caffeine, though, surely.
yeah, like, if, like, yeah, we want to adjust our... It's such a slippery slope. It's like, if you're already pushing blood pressure out of range with caffeine, and then, yeah, we can adjust your electrolytes, we can adjust your potassium, we can adjust your water, your stress, your sleep. We can, if you're enhanced, throw in some ancillaries to help. But then it's like, okay, but then what if caffeine goes up? We're kind of balancing on a knife edge. I don't want us to be there. But yeah, so I'd say that would also be too high, is if you're, like, actively getting issues from it. Obviously, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Will was on like 700 or 800 milligrams.
Pushing a gram.
Yeah, well, he told me 700 or 800, but I feel like, yeah, he's probably pushing a gram.
He was in the caffeine and melatonin spam.
Yeah, especially, I know he's using nicotine too. Sorry, Will, you're getting baited out on this pod. I know he's using nicotine too. And then
To be fair, he stopped vaping,
okay, that's good.
but he's using pouches and
Okay.
smoking.
There's still nicotine. Like, I was gonna say, well, his lungs are healthier, but he's still smoking, so sick. Never mind then. Oh, mate,
One thing at a time. He's been vaping for 7 years.
Yeah, but it's tough. You just got to firm it. Mate, I quit vaping.
Have you stopped vaping?
Yeah. I've been vape free for, like, it's coming up to 3 weeks now.
That's why you're so
To be honest, it's kind of calm. Like, the first 2 weeks is the worst, but man, going through prep really put that shit into perspective, because vape craving is like 5 minutes long and then it fucks off, whereas, like, prep is like a constant, I'm starving, hungry, help for months on end. And
Yeah,
so,
I literally,
sorry, go on, man.
I get anxious when I go anywhere without my vaping prep now. Like, I'm scrummaging my pockets. Like, I just went to the shop and I treat getting different vape flavors like it's a fucking, like I'm in a candy store. I'm like, oh, let me try a bit of blueberry, sour raspberry, and grape, and all this fucking shit. Like, because it's sweet and it satisfies that sweet tooth. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, like the vape does help in prep, and you do get, like, an emotional attachment to it. Whether I vape next prep, we'll see or not. But, like, once your appetite's, like, a bit more normal, and you're just like, oh, I'm just vaping for the sake of it, the craving of, like, oh, I could just really strongly go for this day, like, the impulse of I really want to vape versus I'm starving, like, they're really, like, it's so much more manageable. Like, after going through prep and feeling so fucked, it's super duper easy. So yeah,
it's definitely something
because
that
it goes away, whereas prep doesn't go away.
that's what I mean. I think as soon as I get out of prep, it will be time to pull the vape out. So I'm not getting too attached to it. It's like you said, it's just another tool in the toolbox. If it's prep protocol, it's prep protocol. But seeing as it's my first prep, and, like, I just did, like, I was not vaping before prep. This is the thing. I quit vaping for like 6-7 months. It just wasn't vaping. But as soon as I got into prep and you start culling my food, I was like, I just had the urge to get it. And to be honest, as bad as it sounds, I'm so fucking glad I got it. I think this prep would have been so fucked without a vape. And I'm guilty and I'm ashamed for admitting that, but it is what it is.
Mate,
I gotta be real.
It is so helpful in a lot of situations. Like, yeah,
do not take this bodybuilding advice for anyone listening.
God,
do not vape.
Do not take this fucking advice. But yeah, it's like, just the fact that you can like slam it pretty much any time of day and you're fine. Not like caffeine. Like caffeine, it's like can't have it after a certain amount of time, a certain time of the day. Vape, I'd have it like I'd wake up, go for a piss, hit the vape, go back to bed, fine.
Yeah, same. That's
And it's
and
like,
I'm gonna be
yeah, go on.
sorry, yeah, go on. Yeah, I'm gonna be completely honest. This is potentially some of the worst things I've ever done, but I literally mid-session I'll go for a vape. If I'm like about to do the hack squat, I'll go for a piss, a toilet break, and I'll have a couple chiefs before I go out and do it.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
mate,
not
yeah,
good, bro.
yeah. When I
It's not
started
good.
doing little like vape breaks in the middle of sessions, that's when it's like, oh. But when I would go and
Yeah, I'm not
like
the only one.
when I would go and like socialize and talk with people, and I'm just so dead. It's like just quick hit the vape, and it's like, oh, personality's coming back now, sweet. Or like if
Personality stick.
or or say you're like, you know, you're busy, you're at something, like you can't eat, so like meal timings are a bit fudged, you got to go a bit longer. It's like, cool, hit the vape. Tired while you're driving, hit the vape. Yeah, it is hella useful. I think maybe next time round I'll go like Nick gum or something, because man,
Yeah.
when I quit vaping and then my lungs started to repair, I was like, oh, I can't fucking breathe. Like I cannot breathe. Like my missus kept being like, you okay? You're struggling for air. And I was like, oh shit, yeah, I am. Okay, sound. Like I can still feel like my lungs are cooked. Like so fucking cooked. They're coming back day by day. It's getting better. But yeah, I didn't realize like how much I trashed my lungs vaping. You don't realize when you're vaping.
Yeah, you don't
and then
realize until
you
you
come
quit.
off. And the biggest thing that I noticed as well was
Coughing up
like,
green shit for a week.
oh man, yeah. Like when I came off vape, I'd sit here and I'd notice at times of day where I'd be vaping heavy, my heart would just be like having palpitations now. Like,
Oh god.
yeah, man, I had mad palpitations. And I remember being like, I was like, my missus, for people who don't know, my missus is like studying medicine. So I was like, is this like, am I good? Are we good here? Like, can you check my heart? Is it like enlarging anymore? And she's like, nah, it's fine. It's just nicotine withdrawal. And I was like, Jesus, is it really? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, fucking hell. But yeah, man, it was that was quite scary. That was quite scary. Like coming off of Clen, and then a few weeks later coming off of vape, like it would like beat rapidly and then stop, and then go again, and then be normal, and then occasionally it would just be like heavy hit, and I'd be like, holy shit. And I remember just like constantly checking my blood pressure, constantly checking my resting heart rate. I would literally just like grab my missus' hand and just put it on my chest and be like, yo, can you just check this? And like she'd like put her ear to my chest, she'd get the stethoscope out, and she'd be like, yeah, you sound fine, you're just having a palpitation, you'll be all right. And now it's finally gone away, but holy shit, that was like an intense like it lasted like a week. And obviously with the anxiety of quitting nicotine as well, I was like, I'm done. I'm it. I remember thinking, I was like, I'm going to have to be one of those coaches who can't bodybuild. I'm going to be like, I did a prep and I made it through, but it fucking killed me. But luckily we're all good. But yeah, that was, that was scary, man. Holy shit.
I'll tell you one thing that is really scary about prep: going hypo when you're driving. That like it's that for that specific reason I keep like a pack of like jelly babies in my car, because if I'm on a long ass drive, and this is like when like after doing this is exactly why I don't do cardio after training. It's exactly for that reason. But I remember one time, I think it was like a week ago, I sent legs and did the 20 minutes after, and I was on my way home. Luckily, I was like 3 minutes from my house, but I started going hypo, and my vision just went from like normal peripheral vision to like tunnel vision. I can't see anything around me. Started getting heart palpitations, sweating, nystagmus. Like it was fucking horrible. And I'm there like on the road, like literally holding the steering wheel with both hands, be like, I'm almost home, I'm almost home, I'm almost home. Just look straight, just look straight. It's like genuinely like you have to be careful, because I get bodybuilding's hardcore and all of this shit, but like that's not safe. Like if you die, you're not gonna get to the stage. Do you know what I mean? Or if you get in a car crash, you're not gonna get to the stage.
Yeah, yeah.
So like desperate times call for desperate measures. If you find yourself in that situation, keep something like really sugary in the car just in case. Because like I said, if you get injured, you break a leg, or fucking God forbid you die, you're not gonna compete. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. The dead bodybuilder's a bad bodybuilder. Can't improve anymore. Not very good.
And then you just add to the statistic of dying from hypos when in reality you died from the car crash. It was in the blood sugar.
Yeah, yeah. Going hypo while driving is a sketchy one. I didn't have too many hypos. I had like one or two in prep, but always at the weirdest times. It was like I had one where I was just lying down in my bed, and I was like, "Oh shit! Well, I guess I'm having that meal an hour early." Sound. And then I had one on a call, which was
let Matt in.
Oh shit! I didn't realize he was here. How long has he been there?
No, he just dropped the message.
Oh, sounds. Oh shit! He's all trimmed. Yeah, bro. We're done. So you can just.
That's
talk.
what she said.
We're not recording, so you can just talk freely, man.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, I'll just say my opinions on every major political stance in the world. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. What's your views on immigration, bro? What's your views on gay people, bro? Yeah, we're starting political academy. Oh, I can't imagine anything fucking worse.
I got views on this fucking bowl of oats. That's what I've got.
Jesus.
Oh, that looks banging.
Oh, sorry, man. Sorry.
That looked good.
No, it's all right. I've got a fat bowl of oats coming. Don't worry.
Your oats are probably bigger than mine.
They are indeed. They are indeed.
Oh.
Matthew, are you on 4 meals? Are you 4 meals, gang? I don't know why. Yeah.
I'm 4 meals now.
I'm the only fiver. Still standing.
Because you're fat, mate.
Yeah.
It's because you have one job. You have one job.
Yeah, true.
Nah,
No, that is
5
true.
meals is good. I just feel like it's just like 4 meals just works for me. Like I don't know about you guys, but I'm not hungry in the morning. Like I am. No. Nothing.
Oh, I'm hungry.
I am since prep. I am. Yeah. To be fair, I do normally do like 5 meals until hunger goes, and then shift to 4. But yeah,
it's kind of the opposite way around for me. When I think there's food volume that gets me when it comes to.
Yeah, I'm the opposite. I'd probably go to 5 when I'm over like 5k calories.
Nah, I find like it's the anxiety and effort of having to eat so often. I just get fatigued of like eating. I don't mind like sitting down in a meal taking a while, as long as I get a good gap between. And like 4 meals, you get such a bigger gap than 5.
I think Jack just likes 5 so he can DM set all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Definitely.
Yeah, bro. Just fucking sending out all the DMs. Hey, mate. Noticed you've got an abnormally small cock. Would you like dick lengthening surgery? Use code TIM10.
Okay. Tim 10 incher. Damn.
Looking for 5 busy gay people trying to get in shape.
I'm looking for 5 hardworking lesbians to join my coaching.
I'm looking for 1 hunky man to touch my butt tonight.
You know, I frequently think about
Finn
April
would definitely
Fools,
grab that.
I frequently think about April Fool's posts that we could do, and that's one that I think would be funny. I thought about one the other day. I can't remember what it was. Oh no, that was it. Right. I thought for next April Fool's Day, this is what we should be known for. I think we should like. I'll like hire a gym out for the day. We'll like get a videographer. Like we fucking make this like. We make like a big announcement every April Fool's, and it's like hyper edited and like it's hyper. It's like there's so much like hyper professional. And I was thinking that next April Fool's we do a like a release that we're rebranding to like Unnatural Physique or something, right? and the entire bit is like we just push gear onto people, and then there could be a little bit.
I act like I'm on steroids as well.
Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking we could do like a little bit about like we could be like, oh, Camille is our in-house rehab and BPC specialist, or I don't know, something like that. But I haven't fully thought of this, and explaining it is a little bit weird. But like the entire time, me and Camille are like drugs, and Matt's very clearly a bit uncomfortable with it as being a natural, so he's just kind of going along with it. But I thought it'd be really funny.
You can push Psalms on that. Eh?
Yeah, I thought it'd be really funny to be like, are you between the ages of 15 to 18 thinking of starting on your first cycle? Like, like horrible demographic.
You already
like,
know there'll be someone who doesn't think it's a joke, though. They already know. There'll be.
Oh yeah,
don't
100%.
ever go
Yeah,
on
yeah,
YouTube
yeah.
Shorts. You'll get the most
oh yeah,
fucking
no,
weird
100%, 100%. And I was like, maybe we each like try and, I don't know, parody each like member of Natural Physique, or maybe we reference when people leave Natural Physique because they start going on gear, or I don't know.
That'd be quite funny.
But I thought
just go to Reese, to be fair.
I thought that would be I thought that'd be a funny one.
I think
The one-
I think that's good. I like that.
The one that I still, or I wish I did back in the day was, I pay for a coach. And you know when they have like the branding on the side, like they have like a movie poster. I would pay for it to say Jack Archer Coaching, and I would make a post being like, "Oh, there's some confusion. I run a coach company. Like, you know, we take old women to bingo trips. Apparently, there's some guy who like uses my name for fitness or something." And I was thinking it'd be really funny to like Photoshop myself really fat and looking like a
would be quite
traditional like bus driver. And I'll be like, yeah, this is Jack Archer Coaches, and this is what we do. We run private hire coaches, and I thought that'd be funny, but I never got around to doing it before rebranding.
That is pretty good, to be fair.
And I think of these ideas, and I never
What
do
have you guys
them.
been talking about, by the way, before I joined? You've been having insightful talk, or has it just been absolute yap?
Well, we were just talking about going hyper in prep,
Yeah.
and how I was explaining how dangerous it is to go hyper when you're driving, and I always keep a pack of jelly babies.
Yeah,
I always keep
Camille
a
loves
pack of
that.
jelly babies in the car just in case. Yeah, no, we didn't. The first like 2 weeks of prep, for those of you who don't know, my prep was meant to be 28 weeks. I don't know what Jack was thinking. I really don't know what he was thinking. But anyways, we got into like the first like 2 weeks of prep, and Jack, I was on like, I think it was like 50 minutes of cardio before, and he bumped it to 30, so he doubled it. Bear in mind, I was at the beginning of prep. I was fat. I was going hypo after every single fucking cardio session. I went hypo 3 times in a week. And I said to Jack, I was like, look, why am I going hypo and we just started prep? Luckily, my cardio has not even got close to what... My cardio is less now than what it was when we started prep, which is interesting. But I've only gone hypo once since then, and it was when I was driving. And it was when I was home, so it wasn't too bad. But it's not fun. I fucking hate going hyper.
Imagine how many like athletes hear like Camille's prep saying about blueberry muffins. I know Camille hates it, but I hear about blueberry muffins and fucking lack of cardio, and they're like, "Fuck you, Camille, just go away." Like,
Yeah, that's why I've stopped posting about it, because it's just fucking obnoxious, and I can tell people are gonna start holding resentment towards me because of that.
Nah, bro, post it.
I was just like, I'll quietly put it in the caption, being like, cardio 20 minutes times 3. Hopefully no one sees it. Like,
I would, nah, man, I'd post it, like, because people will want to follow along to see that like your prep's been smooth. And I think the thing is, like, the best preps are the smoothest. Like, the best results always come from the smoothest preps. And I think when you're a first timer, your first prep's always going to be a bit rough. I think like that's one way that like you have your body has differed. It's been like pretty happy to get all the way down, which is cool. But I've seen it in literally every other prep where it's like, yeah, you've dieted before, your body knows what we're doing, we're chill, and then you hit the point where it's like, oh, you've never been here before, and then it's like, oh, now you're dying. And the same thing happened to me from like 8 weeks out. It was like, as soon as like 8 weeks out hit, it was like, oh no, now you have to fucking shove. And I think the more smooth your prep, the better the outcome is. So the fact that you're showing how smooth your prep is good, because it shows people that's what we should be aiming for. And maybe this is even more of a reason for people to mock prep, now that I think about it. Maybe for first timers who aren't Camille, maybe it is worth basically coming all the way down just to then have like a way easier prep where you can grow way better. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah,
worth
I think
considering.
there's merit in like pre-prep to run in fairly high expenditure some point. High is obviously relative, high to what they were doing, because I feel like when someone gets into prep, especially if it's their first time, they have no idea what it's fucking like.
Oh yeah.
Especially from running high cardio. Yeah, and high cardio is obviously relative. In prep, it's always going to be fairly high for some people. Fuck off, Camille. No, it's fair though, because like. Oh, sorry, you go now.
No, I was just gonna say, like, I've spoken to a few people who have been like, "Oh, my coach has got me on so much cardio. I'm on like 2 hours." I'm like, "Brother, I'm on more than that in off season.
Yeah.
Come on now, 2 hours is nothing.
It's always
2 hours.
relative.
2 hours of cardio in off season.
Yeah, I do 20 minutes a day. Easy peasy, man.
You are fat.
Oh.
Bro, I like the cardio. I really like the cardio.
Yeah, you like someone like...
You like cardio?
I have it as well. Like every single morning, it's cardio rehab, and it's just a really nice way to. Like I asked Tom to do it, and he understood. He was like, "Oh, that's what I do." It just sets. It's just a really nice way to stay. It gets rid of that fucking grogginess. Like you have it for like 2 seconds, and then you go, "Oh shit, I'm gonna do my cardio." Get off it.
Yeah.
Like instead of being groggy, you're like, "Oh shit, I've actually done something that most people don't like doing," and it's been easy.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, ever since chucking in cardio, rest days, fasted, it has really made me enjoy cardio. I think the reason I was dreading it was because it was post-session when you're already fucked. So putting it away from my training sessions in the morning is so much more enjoyable. I actually look forward to doing cardio now, which I fucking dreaded it before. So I 100% get that.
Yeah, man. I've also noticed that, like, I feel like from putting it into other people's plans, I've been a bit more like, okay, make sure you get your cardio in and off season to people. And when you do it, people just don't get fat. Like, even if they have an on-track meal and they gain a lot, it's like, yeah, where the fuck are you putting that body weight? Because you look incredible. It's not even like it burns more calories. I think it's just being more insulin responsive. Like, there's points in the off season where like you get to a point where things get sloppy and they just get sloppier and sloppier and sloppier. And it feels like that just doesn't happen with some kind of cardio. And I know Kuba's a fan of cardio and steps as like a baseline, and then he'll pull out cardio and ramp up steps like in a deficit. So in a deficit, no cardio. And then he literally just keeps cardio at like a baseline and off season. I think there's a lot of merit to that. But I feel like even myself, like, I feel like I'm growing better than I ever have. And I think a lot of that is just being higher activity.
You are.
I think it's also even just the psychological benefits of knowing that you're doing something that a lot of people don't do. It just keeps you kind of focused. And I know that sounds really cringe, but if you're likely to do your cardio every single day, you're probably likely to never really skip a meal, because some people will. You're never really likely to say, "Oh yeah, I can't be asked to fucking weigh that to the exact, or like really, really close." You know, that extra 30 grams of oats, that won't do much. Like, yeah, like it's it always has merit. I just find the psychological benefit fun. Especially like the feeling. It almost feels like it feels like a mini training session. Like, you know, like when you get out of a training session, maybe not legs, but you feel pretty decent. Like you're pretty happy.
The endorphins.
Yeah, endorphins. Yeah, I wanted to say that, but I didn't want to sound like the typical bro side. Oh,
Endorphins.
Endorphins. But yeah, it's pretty good. Endorphins and that. Right. Anyway.
Yeah, I think it's so easy for me to say at this point in prep, being like, "Oh, I've set these standards now, I want to hold myself to these standards in the off season." I'm obviously going to say that, but I do the two kind of main things that I want to make sure I do compared to my last off season, which I fucked up. One of them was cardio, and the second one was getting up early, ideally around 6 a.m. Because now I've got used to waking up this time. If I don't have a bunch of shit to do prep-wise in the morning, just like the productivity goes through the roof. It's something that we were talking about the other day, Matt, wasn't it? Like waking up, even that extra hour waking up from 7 a.m. to 6 a.m. is a complete fucking game changer. Because I don't know about you guys, but even having a moment where it's like 10, 15 minutes where it's like utter silence, phone is still on sleep mode. I'm having a coffee, I'm just looking at outside of the birds chirping, the sun's rising. It's just like it allows me to mentally reset before the day starts, where I've got most of my important tasks to do in the day. So like I think getting up early universally is like one of the best things you can do for productivity and from a bodybuilding standpoint.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys do this, but I've got like a personal like I don't. Have you all got iPhones?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Do you
No,
use
that's
like the
Samsung
personal
garbage.
instead of do not disturb? Do you use like the personal thing? You can like allow certain people to message you.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, like prep clients. I don't have prep clients, obviously, but yeah, like posing clients, I'll have straight away. Like when Neo, like this morning, I woke up, had Neo's hour and stuff to go through straight away. That's been really effective for me because I don't like do not disturb feels like such brick wall. It feels like I almost get anxiety from putting it on. And then like that personal, you can allow that to come through. Yeah, I'm so jealous of that monster. That's crazy.
I think I'd actually lean the other way. I think I quite like the do not disturb. I think
Yeah, exactly.
me and Jack were me and Jack were talking about this yesterday. I'm a very all or nothing person. I think that's what makes me a good bodybuilder, but it also makes me lack in other areas of life because like when I do something, I either do it like 100% or I don't do it at all. And like recently with the coaching, because I've been pushing it so hard, I simply cannot switch my brain off to the point where I'm on the phone to Jules and I'm doing outreach, or I'm chatting to my mum while I'm doing form feedback or whatever. And it's like, in order for me to be present in the moment, I need to go on Do Not Disturb and not have any notifications because even just looking at my phone, if I hear that buzz, it's like you need to reply. So having that peace of mind and being like, okay, phone is on Do Not Disturb for the next 30 minutes. The business isn't going to die. My clients aren't going to die for the next 30 minutes if I don't reply. Granted, if I had people in prep or something like that, I'm sure that would change, right? But right now I don't, so I'm going to use that to my advantage.
There you go.
Yeah, I've changed kind of how I approach WhatsApp, where it's like my phone's always on Do Not Disturb, and when I'm at my desk, my phone is not near me, because if I'm at my desk, I just have WhatsApp open, like on my computer. The only time where, like, I mainly work from my desk and I mainly WhatsApp from my desk, the only time where I would be away from this computer with my phone in my pocket is when I'm doing something else, and I just can't reply. So it's like, if I'm walking to the shops, I can reply when I'm walking, and that's fine, I'll just open WhatsApp. But if I'm driving somewhere, I can't reply. If I'm training, I'm not going to reply. If I'm asleep, I can't reply. So it's like, for me, Do Not Disturb is fine, because either I'm on the app and there's messages, or I'll just open it and be like, oh, hey, let's see what's going on. Or if Do Not Disturb's on, it's like, I can't reply anyway. So either I can reply and I'm on WhatsApp, or I just can't reply. Like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So yeah, like,
I've got to pop off because I've got a call. Sorry, guys.
no stress, man. You have a good one.
All right. See you in a bit.
See you, big
Yeah.
man. But yeah, I've like, I kind of, it depends what you got going on. But if I'm not at this desk, it's somewhat rare that I can reply, because most of the time that I spend not at this desk is doing stuff where I can't reply. So I don't mind having my phone and Do Not Disturb. But I have WhatsApp muted, but I still have the notifications, so I can still, like, you know, tap on, like, oh, here's what you missed. And then I also have a text still allowable, so if someone needs to text me, then they can. And to be honest,
That's wise. It's a good thing from you.
yeah, I spend so much fucking time at this desk that it's like, even if I just reply when I'm at the desk, I'm still replying to people. But yeah, there's not really any times where, like, having a notification on my phone go off would be useful. Because if I'm not on my phone and I'm away from my desk, I'm probably doing something where I can't reply. It's very rare that I'm just like, you know, oh, I'm sat about watching TV. Oh, a message came in. Cool. Like, I don't really often get that time. And if I get that time, I normally want to be unplugged because it's not that long. And then even then, if I am, like, watching TV, I still check my phone every time I need to go for a piss. So, yeah, replies still get sent. But yeah, I remember, like, when I started coaching, I'd like sit there on my PlayStation with my phone next to me and just be like repeatedly pausing my game every time a message came in to reply to it, because I'd be like, well, I guess I've done my work for the day, so I'll just keep on with WhatsApps. And that was, I was gonna say I miss it. I don't miss not having the workload, but I do miss the job feeling not jobbish.
Simpler.
Yeah, it was very
It
like,
just feels simpler, doesn't it?
yeah, it's like, oh, it's 2 p.m. I guess I'm done for the day. That's cool. But, you know, I wished to be busy, and here we are, and I am grateful to be busy.
Yeah. It's like the grass is always greener, isn't it?
Yeah. It's like I wouldn't actually trade away the how things are going to be less busy, because
I agree.
it's fun being busy. I don't know what to do with free time, and I don't like having free time. I don't know what to do. Let me just fucking
I think
go on WhatsApp.
free time's overrated for some people. You know, I think people have too much free time.
Yeah.
And they're acting like they don't have a lot of time. It's just they just don't know how to use it.
The thing about human beings is like, we'll just do something. Like, this is a conversation I had with a client where I was like, he basically was like, oh, I'm busy because of my job. And I was like, okay, so let's say you didn't have your job. Do you think that you'd have time for this? Like, to meal prep, to go to the gym? And he was like, probably, yeah. I'm like, okay, I'm going to tell you a secret. I have clients who are in between jobs or don't have a job, or, you know, whatever. They equally say they don't have time, because no matter who you are, right, you've got a full day and you're going to occupy yourself, whether that's through TikTok or through your job, whether that's through seeing mates or in front of the TV. Like, everyone busies themselves. No one actually just sits there for 5 hours genuinely doing nothing, staring at the wall. As human beings, we always do something. We always occupy our time. So when people are like, oh, I don't have the time, it's this damn job, I'm like, if it wasn't the job, it would be something else. Like, yeah, it would be easier and you'd have less of an excuse, but if you spend 8 hours at a job, let's say that hypothetically you are unemployed, well, then you might spend 4 hours looking for jobs. You might spend 2 hours seeing mates, and then you might spend 2 hours on the phone to your mum. That's the same amount of time. So no matter what happens, you're still spending time. And I think it's kind of like a similar thing where it's like, with free time, it's like, I think if I had free time, there's nothing that I'd really want to do with it. I'd just be like paddling for the sake of time. Like, oh, I guess I'll play this game that I like. But it's like, if I had the free time, would I choose to do it? No, it's just kind of like, that's something that occupies time. I don't like killing time. I don't like paddling through time.
No,
You know what I mean?
It feels worse.
Yeah.
I literally completely understand it. It's like you're just trying to fill empty air. It's not nice.
Yeah. All right, we skipped over. Sorry, go on, mate.
No. I was saying I've got gym very soon, so I don't know how long you're planning to do this. So
Well, I was just gonna say we kind of missed out on we kind of missed out on how your week has been, and I feel like I've done a lot of talking since Camille has left. So, mate, how's your week been?
You're fair.
Run us through some
big change,
shit.
You what? Sorry.
Run us through some shit. Let's get into it.
Yeah. Okay. I've moved places, which is pretty damn cool. That was a big change. So I'm now back at my home residence. So I've got my cool new setup with fucking my electric table I bought before I left, and I never took with me. So I've got a really cool setup. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if you've ever heard of like disc plates, by the way. Have you ever heard of them?
Yeah, I know display. Yeah.
Yeah. I've got like 3 of them above my desk. It looks so fucking mint. That's the best. I don't know why I've said that first. Like, that's the best bit of my setup. Like, it just looks cool. I need to get like a fucking. You know what would be cool? You can customize disc plates. An Archer Academy display would actually go crazy. I'm not gonna.
Oh,
lie.
that's true. That's true.
That would be really cool. But yeah. Apart from that, honestly, it's been the weekend was cool. Visiting. I went to Leeds to a Kaizen posing seminar. That was good. I went on my own. Was very, very scared to start with. I have not been to an event on my own in a very, very long time. And that makes me sound like a kid, but like everyone gets socially anxiety, especially when I'm in a load of rooms where I'm not very mental physique. I'm learning it because I'm a posing coach and I wanna branch out as well in the future.
Yeah.
Investing into that, and like there's some really good athletes in that room. But it was really good. Like I got talking with like Kez a bit. I got talking with Cam and Shay and all the other people, which was really cool. I learned a lot there. Men's physique is very. I think people don't appreciate the posing for it until they actually do it. Like it's not as appealing to some people, obviously, but it's just a different style of posing to me. I just like posing in general. So yeah, it's very flowy, which I like. I think, like bodybuilding posing can get very much like you can do transition stuff. It still just feels like nah, and like it's like a nice little routine. And I've always liked routines when it comes to posing. And then Sunday visited Aaron, our EP. That was cool. Yeah, he looked pretty damn good. Very happy with that. Working on his routine at the moment with him. And obviously all of his other poses. We identified some flaws, and that's why it's very important to go and see someone in person. You can only see so much over camera. Even stuff down to his like transitions, you can see how he's holding them, because like I think people like only see photos and then they're like, well, that's cool, but the judges aren't just seeing you in the shot, they're seeing you between shots. So we were just looking at how he was moving in between shots, but very happy with his overall standard of posing. And Jack, you were identifying how fat he was basically, so how non-fat he was.
Yeah, how non-fat he was. Yeah, I'm pleased with how Aaron's coming in. I'm pleased with how everyone's coming in. And I think it's so interesting to see. I'll quickly say this and we'll wrap up. But it's always interesting to see how different people respond to prep and what their individual struggles are. Because I think of the three we've got this year, I think they're the three who have struggled the most. But I think it's been in their own individual ways and very unique to them with how they've struggled. I think with Dan, it wasn't intended to be a prep until it was a prep, so it's kind of easier to slog through. I think there's less fear when it just kind of turns into a prep. And with Nat, I think there was, and I'm sure he'd agree, like so much naivety that got him there. Like it was just not anticipating it to be bad at all. So just kind of almost being a bit like, kind of deluded and maybe not realizing how fucked he was until after. And like, because you don't realize how fucked you are, you just kind of keep on going and like getting swept up in the process. And I think that worked to his favor. But yeah, I think these three are they're because it's planned, scheduled prep. It's been in the books for a year for each of them at the minimum. Some of them longer. It does build a lot of fear, a lot of hesitancy.
The cool thing is they've all matured a lot.
Oh yeah.
Even if people don't know, we have group chats with the people that work with us. So if we've got a client who's posing with me and who's being coached by Jack, obviously we have a group chat because I just think it's the easiest way to do things. It blows my mind that people don't do that. And obviously I hear a lot of conversations, even just being a posing coach and being that guy who helps with just part of the process. I still hear a lot of conversations that are really useful for me to know, because I can get on a call and go, if I didn't know what they're going through, I won't be able to get the best out of them. It's really cool to see how specific, like I don't want to name names because I don't know if they want to hear it, but a lot of them are very much emotionally matured. It's really cool to see how it kind of I think it's just forced, because you're forced to be so organized. You're forced to push through things. You're also forced to deal with your emotions because you're sat with them for so long in a day, which is pretty cool. So yeah, it's really nice to see, basically.
Yeah, no, 100%, man. Yeah, I think prep is very much a teacher, and I think post show is going to be definitely a challenge, like it is for everyone. I don't say it's going to be a challenge because of anything in particular. I just mean like as a general phase, it's going to be everyone's first time post showing, and I think that's going to be hard. And it will be interesting to see which side of the fence everyone comes down of kind of embracing flexibility too hard or being fearful, because I can see it going both ways, and I could take a good guess at who's going to do what. But yeah, I think again that can be a real difficult one. But yeah, it's so like this is part of the fun. The most fun is the Airbnbs and the show weekends. Like that's where it's like this is the fun bit. This is the bit we've earned. Pretty much everything's done. We all get to have the most fun part of our jobs, and yeah, I'm looking forward to that. All right, let's wrap things up there. Matt, mate, thank you for coming on board. I appreciate it. Camille's not listening, but we obviously appreciate him coming on board too. If you guys are interested in coaching, the link is down below. I believe it's the top link. You can work with myself, Matt, or Camille. If you are interested in supplementation, you can use code Archer10 at Conti Sports. If you're after posing, then that is Matt. If you're after more lifestyle coaching, that's also Matt. If you're after regular or physique coaching or rehab, that's Camille. And then if you're looking for coaching that kind of steers more towards being competitive and stepping on stage, that is little old me. All three of us do education, and you can access our education platform as well. If you're interested, let me know. Go and follow our Instagrams. God, I think that's all the plugging. I don't know. Like, subscribe, comment, rate it 5 stars on YouTube, on Spotify, and I think that's all the plugging, right?
Pigeon.
Yep, send the carrier pigeon. Hit the notification bell, guys. Only 2% of you are subscribed. I have not looked at that statistic. I do not know if that's true. Any final words of wisdom, Big Matt?
If you're this, actually there is actually wisdom here. It's the one
Oh.
that's repeated. Fucking go and get a posing coach. If you have no idea how to pose, and it's even like a year out. Just fucking do it. That's mine. There you go.
Yeah, posing takes time to get good. All right, bye everyone.